Hello. I'm making sure we're going live. It says it's starting, so I never know if it's actually started or not. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. This is Lynn, and I'm super excited for those who are going to be hopping on live. I'm going to be teaching this class about the connection between your nervous system and what goes on with your autoimmune symptoms. So I hope that you're able to be popping on live. If you're watching the replay, I suggest just hopping forward like a minute or so, just so if I'm kind of allowing a few minutes for somebody to hop on and let me know that they're here, that you don't have to sit and listen to me kind of chit chat for a moment. So if you're here, please let me know in the comments, say hi. And also, if you do watch the replay, feel free to let me know that you've watched in the comments as well. So I'm very excited to teach on this topic today about the connection between your nervous system and autoimmune issues. So yeah, I think I'm just going to roll into it. So welcome again to this class. My name is Lynn Del Mastro Thompson. I'm a certified hypnotist. I'm an energy healer, and over the past 13 years, I've helped hundreds of women get real relief from their autoimmune conditions. So I want to share a little bit today about that and how I've been able to help people do that. One of that pieces has to do with what we're going to talk about today. So in today's class, I am going to go against the grain, and I'm going to say that it's not about taking more supplements, finding more protocols, doing a different anti-inflammatory diet, or some other modality to help you feel better. You actually need to work with regulating your nervous system to get yourself out of fight or flight so your body can actually begin to heal. And that's the meat of what we're going to be talking about today. Now, the fact that you're here watching tells me that you've probably listened to other experts, maybe you've done some research of your own, and if all of that stuff really had helped you, then you wouldn't be here listening and dealing with the symptoms that you're still dealing with. So you're in the right place if that sounds like you. And hey, Marta, thanks for hopping on. Glad you're here with me live, and thanks for commenting. So let's just dive into this topic. If you're like most women who work with me, you are in pain or you experience flare-ups on a regular basis from your autoimmune symptoms. And so this might sound familiar. You slap a smile on your face, you grit your teeth, and you grit your way through your day because you feel like nobody is going to understand how much pain you're really in. And you don't want to feel helpless anymore, and you definitely don't want to feel like you're a burden to your loved ones and your families. You don't want people to feel like they have to take care of you. So drop a 1 in the comments if this resonates, if this sounds like an experience from your life, and I'd love to know if it's landing for you. So another issue that I see many women struggling with autoimmune is that you are constantly dealing with fatigue. Maybe you wake up in the morning feeling like you really didn't get good quality sleep. Maybe your symptoms like pain were disrupting your sleep. You feel completely exhausted and like you could sleep for maybe another 5 hours or even 5 days straight. But you have things on your to-do list that you need to get done, and so you drag yourself out of bed. You force yourself to get done what you need to done, and you feel miserable because you feel like you're fighting your body. And that's not fun, to live your life feeling like you're fighting your body, right? When you do go to activities or gatherings with friends that you are looking forward to, you can't even actually enjoy yourself. Because when you do go, your symptoms are still there, and so you're kind of half distracted by, oh, I feel really a lot of pain today, achiness, tired, fatigue, and so you're not in the moment anymore. So drop a 2 in the comments if that sounds familiar to you at all. I'd love to know if this is something you struggle with as well. And another issue, I want to just kind of highlight a few things that may sound familiar to you. So the third thing that you might be struggling with as a woman with an autoimmune disease is that you might find yourself feeling sad, feeling hopeless, feeling just limited by your symptoms. So once you maybe had a real zest for life, you enjoyed time with your family and your friends, you felt like you were doing meaningful work and contributing to the world and to the family by bringing in income, by doing something you loved, And now you feel like your life is more limited to the bare minimum. You're going out and trying to get groceries because, of course, we all need to eat. You're trying to keep up with maintaining your house and just getting through the day. And you miss that version of yourself who felt happy, vibrant, alive on a regular basis. And you want to get back to her again. So drop a 3 in the comments if that sounds like you. And I'm going to just glance here at the comments and see if I'm getting any numbers. Okay. All right. So hopefully this is landing. And if you're watching the replay, please let me know in the comments if it makes sense. So if you're like many women with autoimmune disease, you've probably spent countless hours on the internet researching different supplements that might help you, trying all sorts of different anti-inflammatory diets out there. I mean, there's so many different ones. Your head could spin. You've seen a lot of different experts. You've tried a lot of different healing modalities to help you feel better. And yet the fact that you're here and you were interested in watching this class tells me that you haven't gotten any better. And so I want to share with you, this is really the heart of what I want to tell you and teach you today, why you're not getting the results that you want with all of those supplements, all of those dietary changes, all of the modalities, everything else that you've tried. Why are you still stuck? So here it is. You are still stuck because your nervous system is dysregulated and you are living your life in fight or flight. So you may have had trauma that happened, 5 days ago. You might have had trauma that happened when you were a small child. You may not even label what has happened to you in your life as trauma with a capital T. But let's face it, we've all had trauma. We've all had experiences that were hard in our life. And so what happens when we have trauma is our brain remembers that. It's part of how we're wired to keep us safe, to keep us alive. Our subconscious is this storehouse of all the memories, all the experiences, all of those details, the beliefs that got created. So that's stuck. We're stuck in kind of this mental space of the trauma and a dysregulated nervous system. Our nervous system is acting up and we're on edge. We're jumpy about everything. We feel easily triggered by people. So these are some symptoms that I'm kind of telling you of what might be showing your nervous system is dysregulated. So the key to being able to move forward with your life and move forward with healing is that you need to have regulation in your nervous system. And how does that happen? It's really a multi-factored process, which I'm going to share a little bit more about here in a moment. So if you don't regulate your nervous system and you just keep taking all of those, supplements or changing your diet, then you're not going to get results and you're just going to feel like you're kind of going in circles. So when we're stressed out, your nervous system, again, is dysregulated and it causes your brain not to fire properly. And when your brain is working well and it's firing properly, it's sending all of these great messages to your body okay, this needs help, this needs support, fix that, and fix this. But if your brain is stuck in this trauma and your nervous system is dysregulated, then those messages are not getting sent out and they're not getting received. And so your body isn't getting any messages of this is what you need to do to heal. And I also want to just highlight that your nervous system and your immune system are very, very deeply interconnected. So, when your body is in fight or flight and when you have a dysregulated nervous system, your immune system is also constantly thinking that there's danger. And that can be one of the reasons that your body starts to attack itself is because, again, it's on alert. Where's the danger? Something's coming to get me, and in autoimmune, it's often focused on that. So even with hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars spent on supports and supplements and experts and, all of these things you're trying to do, your body is not able to address what's going on. So you're just kind of wasting your time, you're wasting your money, and you must learn to calm down your body and calm down your nervous system. And I want to make the point here, yes, you can even have a nervous system that is in fight or flight on a daily basis when you don't feel that stressed out. It may become kind of your normal, right? Like sometimes we get to the point we're just used to living in stress. Like maybe you're used to also living in pain, and it just kind of becomes this background level of stress that's a quote unquote normal for you, but it's really not a balanced, regulated nervous system. So drop a yes in the comments if this is like registering with you, you're making some aha moment of why you've tried a lot of things and why you're not getting the results that you really want. So I want to share with you that this is exactly why I've created my new Inner Circle Healing membership, where you're going to learn how to regulate your nervous system from 3 different angles. And this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, that multifactorial aspect of healing the nervous system. So first, inside the membership, we work on the mental level, that subconscious mind, which I mentioned earlier. We're going to reprogram it to clear away old stories, beliefs, and programs that are keeping you stuck in fight or flight or your past trauma. And then we can properly start to train the brain to send out those signals again. Like, here's what you need to do, body, to heal. This is what has to happen next. So the second angle that we cover inside the membership is really focused specifically on that nervous system. I teach tools that are very simple, very effective, and powerful to help you be able to regulate your nervous system. So using these tools repetitively through the day, and especially when you find yourself triggered, is very effective, and it gets you out of fight or flight, and it helps to heal what's going on in your past, what happened there with trauma. And I also, as part of this kind of aspect of things, we work with the emotional body and how kind of different things that happened in your past are stuck in your body. Stuck emotions. You may have heard of that. That's become kind of a more common concept. So we work with that as part of regulating your nervous system as well. And then the third aspect of the membership, we work with the energetic body and the energetic systems. Things like your acupuncture meridians, the chakras, and different energetic layers. There's many conceptualizations out there of how we are energetic beings. But why do we work at this energetic level inside the membership? Because we are more than just physical bodies. We are actually energetic beings before we are physical beings. And so I liken it sometimes to fuse boxes. You know, we all know what that's like to have a fuse box in our garage or the basement or wherever yours is. And the energy body is kind of like when things happen and there are imbalances, it's like your fuses get blown. And so inside the membership, I use tools and I teach you different things to help reset the energetic system that's been kind of fuses blown by stress and trauma. So I wanted to share a little bit more. This membership is for you if you feel like you've been stuck in your autoimmune condition, your body is constantly inflamed, you have high levels of pain, you've been in lots of flare-ups lately, you feel like you're just wasting your life in bed, you're tired of being stuck in bed, you feel like sometimes you're more of a burden to your family than a support, and that really sucks, and it drives you crazy to have to ask for help. Maybe you've gone to all the doctors, tried all the medications, and feel like you've tried everything out there, and you are finally ready to get to the root of the problem. So if this sounds like you, I want you to know that this membership is definitely the right place for you. If you've tried a lot of things and this sounds like yes, please let me know in the comments that you're interested. So the fact that you're still here watching this video means to me that on some level this is resonating with you. So the way to let me know you want more information about the membership is to drop a ready below, and I'll reach out and send you some information about the membership and to see if it's a good fit for you. And if you don't feel quite ready to commit to the membership, if some of this is new to you, I also wanted to share just briefly about an exciting opportunity to have a kind of a taste of some of the things we do in the membership. So I have an upcoming 5 days of frequencies that are focused on creating calm in your nervous system. I've been using a new tool since November, November, to help people with regulating their body, their nervous system, improving the energetic systems of the body. And so in this 5 days, you will get to experience, this is one of the things I use in the membership, this tool of frequency healing sent to you each day. And the most awesome part is when you experience this, you don't actually have to like do anything. It's not requiring you to sit and meditate for 30 minutes or an hour a day. These frequencies are actually sent to you each day from a tool and a system that I use. So that starts February 12th. It's just $57 to experience that. If you're like, I'm interested in the membership, but I'm not quite sure, like, do I really want to dive in? Just let me know, like, just say 5 days in the comments if that interests you, and I can also send you some details. So as we wrap up, just to highlight, really working with regulating your nervous system is going to be one of the biggest keys to healing. This was a big key in my own journey with chronic illness. Was I realized I had been through stress, I had been through trauma, my life was turned upside down, and I had had trauma before I had been diagnosed with chronic illness. So we have to come back to that, regulating the nervous system, creating calm in the body, and then anything else that you're doing. Like, I'm not saying that supplements have no value, that other treatments have no value, but all of those things are going to work so much better for you when you address your nervous system. So if you have any questions about what I've shared here today, put them in the comments. I'll loop back to check out questions throughout the day and answer them. And I thank you for taking the time to join me either live today or to watch the replay. And reach out if you're interested in the membership or experiencing the 5 days of frequency. I would love to support you in regulating your nervous system so that you can start to move forward with healing, the healing that you really want in your body. All right. If it's Friday for you when you're watching this, have a great weekend. And if not, just have a great day. Take care.